I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come.
So I'm with Rachael and Monique. Monique, you've got type 1.
Yes, I do.
And you're from Victoria.
Yes, we are. A long way.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Now, there's a bit of a story about how you got in touch or involved with the DANII Foundation. How did that happen?
We were 12 months post-diagnosis and we were sponges, or I particularly was. I wanted to know everything I could. I wanted to know what the latest technologies were, what the latest treatments were, how we could get the best care for Monique. And I ran into Donna at the World Diabetes Conference in Melbourne, which parents usually weren't allowed to attend, but somehow we managed to sneak in. And I ran into her in the foyer, and that was, my opening to the tragedy of type 1, and also the passion of a family about how to bring technology to every family.
This is Donna's family.
This is Donna's family, who shared with me her tragic story, and it touched my heart. It broke my heart, and from that point on, we need to support a foundation that's supporting us. So we learnt about Night Scout, and we learnt about CGM technology, and the progress of the foundation ever since.
So this is your first jelly bean cruise?
It is.
Yes.
Been good?
Love it.
Love it?
Absolutely honoured to be able to come.
Wow. So what's been the highlights?
I would say I came thinking I knew quite a bit.
Yeah.
And have just had my mind exploded by what else there is to learn, and being surrounded by people who are all the same, and their families, and
So is there many type 1s in your world before the cruise?
Before the cruise, not many. No. Sort of come across people in along the way, but no.
So you felt fairly isolated. And then the educational team, how good was that for both of you?
I think we're really blessed with the group that are here. They work together.
Yes.
And they also, I think, each of them have different strengths to bring to the education that we've got. And like Monique, I did think that we were pretty on top of what we needed to know, but we've certainly learnt a lot on this cruise, and also been able to share what we know with others as well, and that's sort of empowering, I think, particularly for Monique, to be able to share with some of the younger T1s some of her knowledge. And
that's been the joy, is that so many of the educational sessions have been two-way. It's not just been sitting there and having to listen, it's two-way, isn't it?
It's been nice not being lectured by someone, and instead having them ask, what do you think about this, or how would you do it differently, or is there another way? And instead of being told this is the way to do it, this is how you do it, and this is the only way, being educated that there is more than one way.
Some understanding and some empathy.
Yeah.
So going home now, having with all those educational people, how different is your level of understanding now?
Oh, it's grown immensely. I've got so much more knowledge that not only can I use myself, but also share with others.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a lovely thing to do.
Yeah.
Now, did you get a scholarship or anything to come on board?
We were very fortunate to receive a scholarship for Monique and I to be able to come. And in doing so, it enabled me to bring Monique's siblings with us on the cruise. We wouldn't have been here if I had to fund 4 of us to come. And so they too have had an amazing experience on this conference.
So the families attended the education classes, so they get to more understand?
Yes.
That's nice.
Yeah,
That's nice.
Very reassuring for Monique that they will have some knowledge to take home and be able to help her. It's not just going to be me that's her support person, but she now has a team around her, and greater understanding. So who
sponsored your scholarship?
The Otter Foundation.
Ottoman Foundation?
Ottoman Foundation.
The Ottoman Foundation sponsored you. Maybe bringing their type 1 person and family on board, their support group, because we've got mothers and brothers and sisters and fathers and uncles and aunties and grandmas and granddads and nephews and nieces and cousins and aunties. They're all on board with different families, but the whole family can come on board and enjoy the cruise and the educational side too, can't they?
Yeah.
I think that's the lovely part. You know, we've had a few days of conference, we've had a few days of being able to relax, and now we're back in conference time, but we have our afternoons, we have our evenings, we can join in or not join in, and in the social activities on
Yeah.
board. So yeah, it's a bit of everything, and it's a holiday, it's also educational.
Yeah.
And, yeah, we're really lucky.
So in essence, what would you say to the Ottoman Foundation?
Oh, thank you very much for sponsoring us and for allowing my family to be able to come and experience this. You've changed our lives, and we can't say thank you enough.
Terrific. Lovely to hear. We have a safe trip back to Victoria.
Thank you.
Good on you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I am brave, I am bruised.